Hello everyone, this is Moses from Zaatar Gardens. I'm in Central California, Zone 9B. I'm here to show you a quick video on the contrast between pH levels of a plant needs. You know, like let's say blueberries need a low pH, acidic. Camellias, rhododendron, azaleas need low pH. And lavenders, sages, many of the herbs need alkaline soil. I want to show you something right now. This is my front yard, portion of it, and almost everything in this portion of my yard is edible. I don't like to plant things that I can't receive anything back from. So, you know, I have a whole bunch of thyme here, French tarragon. I'm thinking about putting some more herbs there. Yarrow, manzanita, which produces a little berry that's sweet. You got Zaatar, another Zaatar oregano, rosemary, the lemongrass I recently planted, and so forth. Okay, so the contrast I'd like to show you is, for a very long time, and even recently with a viewer that heavily commented on many of my blueberry videos about how I'm doing. Some things I'm saying after I contested a bit, some things I'm saying are right and some things are wrong. And one was, I'm assuming I didn't read all of it because he or she was writing pages, but one was the pH level. Okay, before I put wood chips, this is about 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches of wood chips throughout in this portion of the front yard. Before I put wood chips, I was weeding like crazy, by the way, but I would plant certain things. I wanted blueberries. I want edibles. I've always wanted edibles. I don't want to grow things that I can't get something back from, you know? If it's beautiful though, I will still grow it even though I can't eat it. But if it's gorgeous, like my camellias, right over here and here. So, let's say I would plant a blueberry here. It would be, before the wood chips, it would be yellowing. It would show tons of flowers. I'm like, yes! All of a sudden, all the flowers dry up and fall off. And we're talking year after year. And I would just replace blueberries like crazy. Using that, you know, a lot of nurseries have the lifetime or a 1 year or 6 month plant warranty or guarantee. And I would replace, get another one, get one. And I go, this is getting ridiculous. I'm 3 years in, no blueberries. You know, rosemaries and things did fine, but 3 years in and I have nothing. And I decided, and that's when long ago I decided to do wood chips. And I did wood chips in the front yard as well, as right here, one part of my front yard. And it's been about 3.5 years of wood chips here. And let me show you something. These camellias have been in the ground for over a month, well over a month. And they love acidic soil, 4.0, 4.5, 5.0, 5.5. And here's hyssop, sage, my grosso lavender, which by the way, it's New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year everyone. It's still producing buds, fresh buds. Look at that, not even open yet, not drying out. Before my wood chips, this would be died back already. Look at it, look how gorgeous that is. But anyways, so those love alkaline, and there's many more herbs, rosemaries, the lavender over there, echinacea, so forth. So, before, when I used to plant rhododendrons, which is a, you know, acidic loving plant like camellia, in the front yard because they're very pretty, within a month, within a couple, like 3 or 4 days transplanting, you're going to start seeing the yellowing leaves. And then a month goes by and you start seeing beautiful flowers starting to come up and fall off before it opens up. Like they'll get not even this big, but they'll get almost that big, and they will just fall right off. Now they just planted, sorry for the focusing, they've just been planted a little over a month ago, and it's producing. So, acid loving, like strictly acid, peat moss acid, really acid loving plants. Sage, alkaline loving, lavender, hyssop, rosemary, oregano, marjoram, so forth and so forth and so forth. All thriving. Look how beautiful the sage is. Yes, there's some bug bites, but, and I already showed you the lavender. Now rosemary's I pruned back this year. So the time, I mean, look at the time. Look at this. Look how dark that is. I got oregano over here. Thyme right here. French lavender. All thriving in one spot. One spot. We got only about 1.5 feet between a sage, alkaline, camellia, acid. And they're both thriving. And this only happened because of the wood chips that I put down years ago. And in the beginning, to give nutrition back to the soil, to speed it up, coffee grounds and seaweed is what I used. Just seaweed, get seaweed from the ocean, even salt and all. I didn't really wash off that much, just wash off just to rinse off some of the salt, and then threw it right on here and let it rot underneath the wood chips and let it rot underneath. And now, I really don't do anything. Take a look, I don't even weed. Do you see much weeds? I don't even weed. The only time I get some weeds is on the edge of the grass. That's it. And that's because I don't really water as much anymore as well. So, don't listen to everything they tell you. Don't listen at all. Just really, sometimes honestly, just, if you're still with me in the video, it sometimes honestly just ticks me off. And people tell me I don't know what I'm doing still. I could show them the proof right in front of their face. Visitors come to my house saying, we want to see your garden. We've seen the YouTube videos. We want to see it. We see pictures online. We've seen your website. We saw your Twitter account. God, we want to see your garden. I come. This is what they tell me. Hey, you see, this is acid loving. Sorry for the truck. This is acid loving. And that's alkaline loving. You guys know that. And they're like, yeah, of course. Yeah. So how are they going together? No, you're doing something. You're putting some kind of fertilizer or something. You're tricking us, or you just planted this or something like that. Like you just planted the sage, or you planted this about yesterday and you make it look like it's brand new. I mean, it's been there forever. While they're eating fresh cucumbers that they've never tasted so sweet and juicy from any garden. While they're eating raspberries. I have raspberries still producing now. My summer savory is supposed to be dead. It's still producing. So forth and so forth, and it's just so insulting. And I think it's just human nature just to, you know, just to put down people that they just don't understand. I hate it. All right, everyone. Acid, alkaline, acid, alkaline. Right there. Happy gardening, everyone. Bye.